Good morning. It is November the 24th, 2017, post Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody had a great time. It was lovely here. Low end, temperature in the low 70s. We're supposed to be 75 today. Hard to beat. No complaints here. So I hope everybody had a good time. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, today the financials, treasuries, indexes close at 12:15 Central. Which usually leads to, just a second. This usually leads to pretty quiet trading. And what guys, I've got a cough that just came out of nowhere. So we're going to look at what kind of action. We'll probably get a quick move directionally early in the AM, early in the session, and the markets will die and move sideways after that. One of the things that you'll notice if you're into treasuries for a long time, if the high and the opening or the low and the opening are equal, you've got the market's direction. It takes a little bit to see that, but by the third W right here, you've got the information. So it takes about an hour for it to solidify. In this case, we also had resistance here, here, and here, so you had a stronger case for it. And the engine that took us lower, equities were up. And if equities trade higher, treasuries are generally lower, sideways at best. I don't look for the market to break. We have an auction week next week. Some really good things happened overnight. China lowered its tariffs significantly in a lot of different areas. It's helped the European stock market. They're actually talking about growth in Europe of north of 3%. In fact, they said the numbers, if they stay as they are right now, will equal 3.5% growth for the EU, which is really unheard of. Merkel's government, with the SPD, I believe it is, they're going to go back and renegotiate and be able to form a government. Over Thanksgiving, it looked like that they weren't. So, necessity is the mother of invention. They will get a deal. So treasuries sold, and where did they get to? They got to the attractor, this high volume number right here. I'm guessing we're probably looking at the range right now, 24, 28 minus, 25, 24 plus is the way that I see it. So we'll make 3 to 7 sell 1, 11 to 15 sell 2. The buy side 25, 29. 17 to 21. Now, if you had to make a trade at the market, you'd be on the short side. So that's where we are. So we have to get through 125.05 to get to our 25.03 sell point. The news we have today is composite PMI. They're looking for 55.4. Could come in higher than forecast. The direction of the Emini probably is the determining factor today. Hope all your sports teams won. I watched absolutely no TV. I read another book. Or finished one up. Started another one would be more accurate. I'm reading the fourth turning right now, which is actually some pretty easy to read. I don't know if it's worth the 400 pages that's there. Go back and see if I can't find some extensive reviews or commentary on it, so I don't have to read 400 pages. But we are in that fourth turning right now, and he said it would start about the middle O's, so he had forecast about 2005, and it would start with a large crisis, financial war, something like that, and we had the mortgage-backed security meltdown. So the book was written in the late 90s. Well, I'm looking forward to gleaning. And we're in that period that he says goes 20 to 30 years where everything gets redone. It's called chaos. And so far he's right about that too. Okay, looking at the 30-year, 8 to 12, 1, 15 to 19, sell 1, 23, 27, sell 2. On the support side, 28 to the buck, 1, so 21, 25, buy 1, 13 to 17, buy 2. Moving into basketball season now, I probably won't watch much of that either. Tennessee's not known to have a basketball team. We have been known for track, swimming, and football. Not known for football anymore. So the coaching search is underway, and they've struck out on their last 4. So hopefully this time they get it right. Gold is down. We'll do a London split. Try to do a London split. 90 is proven to be resistance, and you can see right here that there is a seller above 92, and there's a buyer against 75. That's about a $20 range. 89, 91, sell 1, pick this up. 94, 96, sell 2. On the buy side, 84, 86, buy 1. 79, 81, buy 2. Okay, Germany's got a deal. The euro is up. There's a pretty good split. So 1900, 1895, 1905, sell 1, 1925, sell 2. On the buy side, breakout came at 75, so we're at 89. So we'll make 65, 75 buy 1, and 50 buy 2. What a difference the government makes, right? Gosh, this is what, Merkel's fourth term? Talk about staying power. It's pretty hard to do. Boy, and she has been catastrophic. It all started with the idea that we're not replacing our population. Who's going to take care of the old people? And nobody's there to take care of the old people, so we have to bring people in. And the only people that we can import in numbers are the Muslims from North Africa, Turkey, other places like that. And it's not been too good an idea. Okay, crude oil's up a lot. The rally in crude oil is being attributed to the Keystone Pipeline being shut in. They had an oil So, anyway, well, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. If my computers are in revolt. Uh, Hear anything? Any comments on crude oil? Yay or nay? Okay, crude oil's higher because they shut down the Keystone Pipeline. Um, that seems a stretch. There was a 5,000 barrel spill leak last week. Of course, the press wrote it up. 200,000 gallons as opposed to 5,000 barrels. Don't you know? But anyway, Saudi Arabia, articles are out that the wealthy, the people that were bribing and stolen money from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, were being tortured in the Ritz-Carlton, of course, by ex-U.S. military mercenaries now. And the rhetoric between Saudi Arabia and Iran cranked up a little bit more. So this week, the prince is supposed to become king of Saudi Arabia. It's supposed to be a peaceful transition. That's also supported because people will be wondering, who's going to assassinate this guy or blow him up, or when will the group that's been kicked out come back and take over again? So crude oil is trading up right now. Saudi Arabia's budget works. They meet all of their social spending programs with crude oil at $70 a barrel. And if that becomes the case, maybe all those people that are being held in the Ritz-Carlton won't have to give up the wealth. There's a story out there that they can buy their way out of Ritz-Carlton by giving up 95% of their assets. So my life, 95% of my assets. That wouldn't be too tough a decision. So anyway, crude oil is pointed higher. 59 would be the next stop. So 58.75, 59, sell one. 59 and a quarter, 59.50, sell two. If it's true that this is up off of the shutdown of the Keystone Pipeline, there are plenty other ways to get crude oil to the refining centers of the United States. 58.50, 58.25 buy one, and then 57.75, 58 even buy two. It's like the other day. I believe traders will view this as a gift. Our problem is that we will not have a full market today. Okay, I missed my prog on the close of the Emini on Friday by at least 4 ticks, minimally. So I said it would close higher than 96.25. It closed at 95.50. Probably close enough, seeing how the record had been set the day before, going above 2,600. Right now, China was heavily sold on Thanksgiving, came back last night. The European markets are higher because of the formation of a government in Germany right now. You're looking at a huge P with a move out of the middle at 96. So we've got resistance at 26.02. I'm sure they'll get stops above that. So 4 to 6 will be sell 1. 9 to 11 will be sell 2. The breakout really came from the buck, so maybe 98 to the buck by 1, and 93.95 by 2. I think we're in the same situation. Buy the dips. The side to trade from is from the long side. I imagine we'll have pretty good support, 95 to the buck. Don't know exactly where that will be, but we'll find out. Okay, this market closes at 12.15 today. I'm sure we'll see another, well, we've already seen a record high, and another record high in the contracts, and I'm sure we'll get a record higher close today. It is the tendency. So take a little bit to get stuff up. There will be no emails today. I'll be back with you as soon as possible.